Hey, 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 time for another Dev Diary talking about modding. Probably the topic I know the least about, so there's going to be a lot of guesswork here. Welcome to ideas inside Dave's head that probably won't become a reality. Let's get to the best bit, the screenshots. So first of all, the playthrough overview. When Bioblade Alone is released, every player will find a playthrough overview available in the escape menu when playing the game. So it shows you the percentage of the world that you've conquered, 5.7%. Oh, that's really cool. The familiar window will contain some numbers for your current playthrough, including new stats and awards. So what we got? Years in game, longest battle in days, 120 days? What? 21 hours played, highest casualties, most tanks in battle. I guess the star means that's PB, right? Your personal best. Interesting numbers here. Successful coups and aces shot down. New stats. So we've added some new stats to track combat efficiency, like the most of offensive and defensive battles. So this all ties into the new division officer feature, where now achievements will be logged at a per division basis, and you'll be able to see certain relevant key points that that division was part of. And in this case, I suppose they've got more stats being logged in the back end. Always a fear with that. If there's more stats being logged, there's more potential opportunities for lag. But here we go. Here's some stuff that they've logged. Provinces gained, airplanes designed, etc., etc. So you can kind of see in a way how some of these may tie into significant breakthroughs that certain divisions have had, maybe longest battle, longest offense, certain success in gaining provinces. I guess it all kind of ties in together. Stats for modded games. Previously, we gathered numbers only from vanilla game. So the stats in the title screen were only vanilla ones. I didn't realize that. So I assume now we're going to add this to modding support. Both base game and modded game stats are working in single player games. So it just overall ties all the mods together. We're looking to make MP count as well, so stay tuned for future updates on that topic. I really hope there would be a separate category for that, and it wouldn't all just be tied in together. So factories built, ships built. It's nice to have something I probably won't even reference, but I suppose it's really cool to see a certain highest number or biggest breakthrough you've ever achieved in game, for instance. Awards and medals and ribbons. New kinds of in-game achievements that don't require you to play in Iron Man mode. Oh, my fear with this is no one's going to care about this unless it's an actual official Steam achievement. Also, it's a fear if you have to achieve a really big number, it might be just a bit of a grind to reach that certain number. So it might not be fun necessarily to do. But I suppose it's a good thing not to necessarily aim for these little medals, but it's kind of nice that they grind in the background, I suppose. Medals have 3 grades, bronze, silver, and gold. Each grade is harder to get than the previous one, with the aim that the bronze is something you can get just by playing the game, while gold will require a dedicated effort and might not be achieved from the first try, even by the most experienced players. Once again, my fear here is there's going to be some gold medals here that are going to be like almost borderline impossible to get without technically breaking the game. And that's why your boy feedback's here. Ribbons have no grades, but the difficulty is there for most of them. It just looks like they've got a subcategory here for achievements. I wonder if there's a limited number of achievements they can insert into a new DLC. Maybe like Steam's got a back-end cap. I'd actually know these numbers, actually. I don't know. Because it always wonders to me, like, why don't you just add like 10,000 achievements in the back end? Why not do that? Because people like achievements a lot, so why not just add a limited amount of them? Doing some kind of maybe smaller things, but maybe they are quite difficult to achieve in game. Successfully attack and control an area with a level 10 fort in it. Okay, you got little inspirational quotes tied into it as well. Detonate 3 nuclear bombs within a 20-hour window between detonations. Oh, that's not too hard. When you start to get a backlog of nukes, you'll just tend to drop them over and over again. Carpet bomb the nukes. Awards won't work with most mods because you can never predict when a mod changes, and therefore if the award is required in any challenge. Seems to be a typical one. Everyone complains that they can't do achievements with mods. It makes sense in a way. People introduce mods that break the game, and you could get all the achievements practically instantly if you create the correct mod. At the same time, we know that mods are an essential part of HOI experience, so tougher with the base feature will include support for modded awards. So this all makes sense now. The reason they're introducing this is to allow modders to have their own achievements built into their specific mod. Of course, there will not be Steam achievements, they'll just be standard ones, but it's really cool. For instance, Kaiser Redux, for instance, there's a lot of like hidden leaders, bringing back Jesus, bringing back Napoleon, Genghis Khan II, for instance. All those ones are kind of really cool, and it's nice as an achievement to kind of tell you that you've achieved those ones and which ones you can do in future. Because to be fair, as content creators, we like those really cool hidden characters. It's nice to know which ones we've not done, which ones we can work towards. Every graded medal you get and every ribbon will also award you with some career points. So what are career points? That is the big question. This Dev Diary is not about modding that I thought it would be about, actually. It seems to be a lot of back-end stuff that are adding to the base game, which excites me, I guess. I thought this was going to be a lot of code. So you can see here how many career points you've got and how much your career points for unlocking certain ribbons or medals. We've added a friends list to the game. What? it. You'll be able to find it in the menu window when By Blood Alone is out. Wow, how does this change the game? Friends window will have all the friends from your Steam or Xbox. For now, it will only be used as a shortcut to viewing each other's careers. So, oh, it's a way of looking of what medals and ribbons the other players have achieved in their highest personal best, so you can compare your stats to theirs, I guess. I suppose this is like a competitive element they're adding there, which kind of helps players push for bigger achievements. TLDR, all the features will be released together with the new Avalanche update, so any players who have the base game will be able to access the playthrough overview, awards, and set their profile pictures or view the friends list. It's free, guys. It's a free one. You don't need to buy the DLC for this. This will be included in the base patch. The story of the career profile just starts here, and we plan to add more award stats and profile customization to the game based on the feedback we get from you. It is what it is, really. So now you've got your own mini achievements baked within the game that you can add for your specific for your mods. I'm praying here. I'm putting my hands together. I'm praying. Guys who own Kaiser Redux or even Kaiserreich, for instance, or even a lot of the mods, if there are hidden little Easter eggs in your game, like hidden leaders or really cool things you can pull off. For instance, in vanilla, you've got bringing back the HRE. You've got the Kaiser Arena. That feels like a relevant achievement to have in your game, and it's kind of cool for a player to find that and discover it and play it and do that thing. So please let us know in a way by letting us know of hidden little Easter eggs in your games by having these baked within the game. So I am aware that there are certain big high-profile mods, for instance Kaiserreich, that have requested PDX to add certain things like this. I wonder if they were the one that pushed for this. So not only will these little mini achievements be modded in, but you also be able to mod in medals as well, which is seen as with divisional officers, which we mentioned on previous dev diaries. Different triggers, for instance, to set this off. This is always really difficult to code, specifically setting very niche triggers. It's going to be interesting to see how far they can push this. Balance of power now is a moddable feature, and I bet Kaiserreich will take advantage of this. A system of balance of power baked within every individual country just gives that country extra flavor. I like the concept, for instance, in Kaiserreich, if a nation is maybe a monarchist and they're constantly having to fight against syndicalist influences from abroad, and for instance, you gain all the power and all the biggest bonuses by staying monarchist, but you're always being pulled in the opposite direction, and you got to make more smart choices on the way. I like that concept. Peace conferences will now be moddable. Will this be like the Yalta conference? Maybe, but now it looks like this is something that can be modded specifically in game. Oh wow, Kaiserreich is definitely going to take advantage of this. Oh man, he scares me in a way, because this means, because we've got this exclusive feature now, modders, for instance, total conversion mods, have got to build their mods from the ground up. I know it upsets a lot of you guys, but it might be a long time, maybe a month or two, before we actually get the big total conversion mods updated for this new patch when it comes out. It is what it is, but if you want to play the old one, guys, you can always roll back. It is what it is. Debugging tools. We've expanded the option for our image during By Blood Alone, and now this handy air region tool will be at your hands. How will you use that? Let me know in the comments below, because I don't know. Tune in 2 weeks from now on a roundup of technical situation and changes in the Avalanche update. The technical situation, we'll be talking about how they're trying to improve the performance of the game overall. If you get more FPS, get more speed updates. I've heard from a little person on the inside there's going to be some big performance updates for this new DLC, so I am super hyped for that, and you should too. Don't forget to subscribe if you want more dev diaries or more content for Hoi 4. I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.